let's speak briefly on the Magen Fieramusca case, aka the bestie killer. Considering there's a court date coming up, I think it's October the 23rd, I kind of wanted to get this information out there for the ones following and also for the ones not following to bring you guys up to speed. I think the last hearing was back in February, and Magen wasn't present, although her attorneys were there, and they said that they haven't received a single piece of evidence, while the prosecution said that they've turned over more than 50 pieces of evidence to the defense team. So Fieramusca, Magen Fieramusca, she's facing charges of kidnapping, tampering with evidence, and capital murder. She's being held in Travis County, Texas, on a $1 million bond for murder and a $100,000 bond for kidnapping. But here's what we know about the case. Magen Fieramusca, she abducted Heidi, and Heidi Broussard, that was her best friend. So she abducted Heidi and Heidi's baby Margot on December 12th of 2019. And it's been said that they actually met during their childhood around 11 years of age at church, and that Magen was reportedly at the hospital when Heidi gave birth to baby Margot on November 26th of 2019. But law enforcement, they believe Fieramusca was plotting to steal her best friend Heidi's baby before the baby was ever born. Fieramusca reportedly went to all of the prenatal appointments with Heidi, and she also pretended to be pregnant at the same time as her best friend Heidi. On December the 12th, Magen visited Heidi at Heidi's apartment complex. And they met a neighbor actually came forward when law enforcement was going around and did say that it was a 70% to 80% probability that the lady they showed her, which was Magen in the lineup, was Magen Fieramusca that met with Heidi, and Heidi had her baby with her in Heidi's parking lot apartment complex in, I think it was Austin. So, yeah, it was in Austin. Let me make sure of that before I say it, but I'm pretty sure it was in Austin, Texas. Yes, Austin, Texas. So they reportedly, Heidi and Magen and the baby, reportedly spoke in the apartment parking lot before Heidi and the baby willingly, is what they said it looked to be, willingly got into Magen's vehicle. And this was the last time that Heidi was reportedly seen. And again, that was from the neighbor saying there's a 70 to 80% probability that was Magen that they showed her in the lineup. And I'm just showing you a picture on the screen here. This is Magen when she was arrested. But law enforcement was able to determine that it was Magen, also by some camera footage that they were able to pull. So approximately 1 week later, on December the 19th, law enforcement went to Magen's house in Houston, Texas, and she shared this house with her ex-boyfriend, Christopher Green. So that's allegedly, or she had been saying she's pregnant, Magen, she had been saying she's pregnant with Christopher Green's baby, her ex-boyfriend, and they did reside together. But, again, ex-boyfriend, she, I think, rented the home from him, and he was actually out of town, but I'll get into that. But law enforcement showed up at Magen's house on December the 19th. And Christopher did say that he thought that Magen was pregnant, her belly was growing, although he had never seen her bare belly, and he was not home when Megan gave birth. So Megan was adamant with law enforcement that the baby there in her home was her baby. Megan told law enforcement that she couldn't recall the name of the birthing center that she had the baby at. And again, I'll speak briefly on Christopher Green. He's the ex-boyfriend of Magen Fieramusca, and he did notice Megan's belly growing, although again, he had not seen her bare belly, because remember, they were separated. And Christopher was out of town when Megan had the baby. And I think maybe she had texted him, "Don't be mad, I had the baby," something along those lines. Or it may have been a phone call. But, Megan did get in touch with him and told him something like, "Don't be mad, I had the baby." But law enforcement, when they went over there, they ended up getting a search warrant. And they found Heidi Broussard's body in the trunk of Megan's car. I think it was a Nissan Versa. The car was backed in the backyard, parked on the porch. And I've got a picture here showing where she had pulled it, the backyard, and Megan had pulled her Nissan Versa in the back here and parked it on the porch patio area right here. And there's a better picture of it. But since then, baby Margot has been, or actually almost immediately, they had to do DNA and all, and it ended up, of course, being baby Margot, and she was reunited with her dad, Shane Carey. So basically, what it seems like is Megan wanted to get pregnant to maybe save her and Christopher's relationship, and so she felt at that time, I guess, what she would do is abduct someone else's baby and kill her best friend in the process. But according to a statement released by the Travis County DA's office, a grand jury indicted Magen Fieramusca on capital murder charges. Heidi's cause of death was asphyxiation. It is believed Megan intentionally caused Heidi's death by ligature strangulation with a leash. And again, as of right now, but things have changed with COVID and all, but Megan has a court date set for October the 23rd, and that's why I wanted to kind of refresh everyone and get that information out there. No trial has been set as of yet, but again, October 23rd is the next court date as far as what's showing at the moment.